Hello. Hey. Welcome back to another Melatonin reading. We're going to be doing Libra. I had messages that I wanted to share with you when I was like, oh, let me go live for Libra. But they seemed to float. They floated away. But there was something about like hesitation, which is definitely I would attribute to Libra. Yeah. Hesitation, possibly forgetfulness. Okay. Yeah. I was also eating, so that's why I was like not starting right away. So yeah, Libra, the scales. Okay, September 22nd to September 23rd to October 23rd. Justice in the law, balancing options and priorities, harmony and reconciliation, charisma, romance, love, and twin souls. Okay, so like I always say, these are general readings, so you could have Libra in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Jupiter, Mars, Neptune placements, Pluto placements, or, yeah, significant seventh house placements, or these messages just resonate, right? Because we all have all energies, or we're all dealing with these energies in some way in our lives. So, Libra. I don't know if I have a collection or an obsession with cards, but I always feel like I need more. Ooh. All right, Libra. What's going on? What's going on for Libra? We'll go through each of the cards. I'm getting 8 cards out. We have Individuality and Freya showing up. But yeah, I'm gonna get the 8 cards out. We'll go through each of the meanings. And I like how the check-ins are kind of like gonna be repetitive in a way with the spread that I'm using. Because it kind of like shows the full, what do you call it, quilting or like picture. It shows the full picture, okay, which is, why I would say to watch all of the zodiac readings, because they all inform one another. Okay, so Libra. Yeah, Freya has been showing up a lot. It's true. Aquarius energy. Let's see. Challenge. Ooh. Okay, it's better to show it here. And it's also better, honestly, to do readings at night, I feel like. Because, like, I always get this weird glare from the window. All right. Challenge. So maybe, Libra, you're thinking, oh, this is going to be a better time to do XYZ, okay? Because you keep running into challenges. Could be economically. We have Visitor. 7. 6, 7. 76 came out earlier in Gemini, so now we have the mirror number 67. This is Gemini, Cancer, Cusp. There goes Freya again at the bottom of the deck. Okay, what else for Libra? The Rebel, Aquarius energy, and investment. Oh, did the camera? What happened? Okay. I was like, I froze. Okay. Investment. Recharge. Okay, Libra. You're on the precipice of something. Okay, you're rebelling. Recharge. So you might feel, okay, this is like the recharge energy that's been coming through with the Virgo. Is that weird? Okay, I kind of like the spooky vibes though. But Do we like the spooky vibes? But yeah, so this is like the recharge energy with the Virgo. We're going to Virgo. We're in Virgo season now. Happy birthday, Virgos. Um, so the challenge is that you are investing in something, but you need to recharge and think outside of the box. And you are doing that. Okay, I'm not saying you're not, but the challenge could be like seeing the results or allowing new freshness to invigorate something. Instinct, following your instinct. Okay, because Virgo's gonna want to perfect something. It's all gonna have to like be this way, but and it's like you can do that, Libra. You can, you're an air sign as well. So Virgo, interesting, but you're an air sign. Virgo's not an air sign, but you have that penchant for attention to detail. So, hey, loves, spooky vibes. All right, there it is. We're going for the spooky vibes. All right, so you've always had a penchant for like being able to think for yourself, make decisions, but there is a hesitancy when it comes to what is that hesitancy, Libra? Where does that come from? Trying to be right, trying to perfect it, okay? But there's like moments of levity, okay, where you rebel against that. Hecate is here. Capricorn energy. Confidence, yeah. And when the Hecate energy comes through, you have the confidence here to like jump off on the precipice of something or go beyond what you already like, not what you already know, but like where you even thought you could go. Because like you already know how far you can go. Okay, that's not like the problem, I feel like. It's always going beyond where you think you can go. Okay, so there's something about that. What was that? Whose reading was it? Were we talking about the Voyager? Is that Gemini? What else for Libra? Stability. Ooh, bouquet, number 15. That's your energy, Libra. We have a mixture. It's air, earth, a little bit of water, but mainly air and earth showing up. Okay. Oh, okay. That wants to fall out. Solution. Interesting. Should we take it? Wheel. We'll take it. All right, so the wheel is at the bottom of the deck. I'm taking it because I saw the wheel at the bottom and I was like, yeah. All right, so Taurus, Gemini. You could feel slightly ostracized or locked out of some kind of network, okay? Or this is bouncing off of the Gemini reading of getting something in front of the right people, the eyes in front of the right people. But you're going to find the solution because that is the last card, which is the actual outcome. So there is going to be a solution to whatever it is that you're investing in right now. But we'll go through the reading either way. Okay. I'm going to put it over there. I kind of want to use, we're going to use the Angel Wisdom Tarot. Okay. I was like, I've been using the other ones. For Libra. Spooky vibes it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Libra. The Empress with transformation behind it. That's you. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be successful. Abundance, prosperity. Transformation behind that. A significant life experience that requires change to be made. Break free of procrastination. Release old belief systems. There's some kind of unexpected breakthrough that you're going to have. It could be some kind of visitor here that's going to come towards you. This could be how somebody sees you as well, Libra. So take it as it resonates. All right, so the first card we have, the injustices or need for compensation. So the injustices and need for compensation. Challenge. So, wow. That struck me pretty hard. Like okay, so that there's been this thread of like poverty kind of scarcity mindset coming through. So this is the challenge here, Libra. And that could be why you make certain decisions, because you're very calculated. So you can make very calculated decisions, but it's about going beyond all of those calculations. What's beyond all of that? That's the challenge here, because there's a mindset of feeling that you always need to be compensated. It needs to be balanced. It needs to be fair. Right now, justice, right? So it can feel like but the rebel is here, right? So that's really interesting. It's almost like fighting for the injustice, but in a rebellious way. Like being a, what do they call them? A Robin Hood or something? Okay, challenge. That's the challenge. Card 2, visitor. Who or what opposes justice or compensation? So there could be some kind of visitor. Interesting. You could be seeing this person as opposing bringing justice to a situation. But you're in this Empress energy, which is really, you're not getting off of your throne, you know? You're still not budging, okay? That's what I'm getting. So could it be you? Could be a Gemini, could be Cancer. Doesn't have to be. They could you could have that in your Venus or Uranus placements. Card 3, what advantage or opposition will make this possible? Or excuse me, opportunities. Advantages or opportunities will make this possible. Rebelling. Okay, we have the rebel here. Doing something out of characteristic. This is possibly what you're waiting for somebody else to do. To do something out of, not character, but do something intriguing is what I'm hearing. You want somebody to do something intriguing, okay? I don't know. This is weird. It's kind of weird energy. But like fun or like interesting. Like a cougar or like a, oh my god. Like a cougar over its prey or something. It's like, do something interesting. Like give me something to go for, you know? I don't know. That could be significant for somebody. And then we have 77 here. Okay, I'm just noticing that with the 25. How can you overcome the aggressive or intimidating influence of Aries in others? Investment. Investment. That's how you're going to overcome some kind of challenge, is more investment. Wow. And I feel like that bothers you sometimes, Libra. You could have Libra, somebody could have Libra in the 8th house. Yeah. I'm not going to say, I mean, and that's another thing about Libras, is they're ruled by Venus, right? So they love nice things. They love beautiful things, but they're also, they also consume a lot of it. They like a lot of it. Like everything has to be beautiful. Or they also have a penchant for seeing like beauty in a lot of different things, right? And eccentric things. Okay? And don't mind continuously spending on that. I'm not going to say it's hoarding, but it could seem almost like a hoardy personality. More than Taurus. Because Taurus is also ruled by Venus, but like, I don't know. They're the same side of, different side, same coin, different side. But there's something here about wanting to see something, I don't know, like transform, but it's already rooted. So the challenge would be to invest further into it. Because you're not going to get rid of, like, you're not going to dig up a tree, I guess, for example. or I don't know, maybe you would. It's like, is that part of the investment? Is to dig up this tree? But then and then you start thinking, oh well, if I'm gonna dig up the tree, then I have to the man labor and this, and then I have to pay for that, and then da 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 da. So like that's kind of like your mindset, Libra, with whatever this is. It could be finances, it could be whatever, but there's like a almost lack mindset that kind of creeps back in. Okay. Hey Retro, what's up? Good to see you too. Yeah, I'm working on that, Sylvie, thanks. But, I have multiple things that I would do on here, so I'm gonna have to find a way to collage that all together in some way. So I'm trying to figure that out, but yes, I am working on that. Because I'm not gonna say it in the beginning of every live. So, um, and even though people are still gonna be people, so, um, yeah. So let's see. The unexpected factor is Hecate. The key to truths revealed is stability. Okay. The ideal outcome is the bouquet, and the solution, or the actual outcome is the solution. Let's clarify. Yo, I am not doing a reading for you, loves. Alright, let's clarify challenge for Libra. Should I read from the book? Like, Sometimes I feel the need to, but I feel like this is kind of straightforward too, so maybe not. Challenge. Clarify challenge. Ooh, the Five of Swords. An unwise choice. The injustices or need for compensation. There's a better way that will make you happier. So the challenge is gambling or avoiding people who lack integrity or something, or have questionable motives. The World. The Five of Swords. So did you invest in something? Were you gambling, Libra? Okay, the Hermit, when I cut the deck. Okay, so, I mean, this could be a message for somebody, but there could be some kind of gambling. Again, because I was talking about the spending. Okay, there's something about spending. Frivolous spending. Yeah, I just heard a car beep confirmation. So there's something about frivolous spending. It's like, you're worried about all the other things that you need to invest in, and it's like, we'll cut all of that out. Or something like that. Stop gambling, or something like that. But it also doesn't, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's like deciding when and what to invest in, depending on, I guess, the time of the year or something like that. 10 of Cups. Okay. Maybe I do need a re-challenge. I keep seeing the Queen and King of Pentacles. So you could have Earth in your chart. Earth was definitely coming out very heavy. Okay, see, these are air moons. Moon in Gemini, there is a need to go back to school, as it were, to take in new information and to find out just what the rest of the world is thinking. Yeah, so we saw the world. Okay, yeah, so the challenge is investing your time in expanding your mind around what you're doing, how you're doing it. So this is why somebody here is coming in to change up where you're investing, whether it's time, money, attention, something, right? Whatever you're investing in. Moon in Libra. At this time, you will spend more time with close friends, discussing and searching out different points of view. Yes. You are becoming aware of new paths and new doorways to the future. Moon in Aquarius. This is a time to break the habits of the past and replace them with new methods of doing things and a new set of ideas. It is time to confront complacency. So there was some kind of... So, okay, this is like a victim mindset of feeling like you need compensation for something that was just an unwise choice. Like, it's also like needing to take maybe accountability for where you've been putting this your attention or something like that, or making choices about. Okay, you could be seeing angels, a lot of angel numbers that are trying to guide you. Okay, there's a lot of returning energy as well of like, that could be a challenge for you as well, as being more of a cerebral person, of like being visited or feeling like having psychic dreams or premonitions or seeing shadows. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. So that's what I wanted to say earlier when I was like, oh, Libra, I came on here and I had a whole bunch of stuff to say to you, and then I forgot. But so you remember I was talking about my gua stone that broke in the shower, and I was like, okay, well, I was taking a shower and I was feeling a weird heavy energy, and I was like, send this energy away. And so it broke, right? So the energy had to go somewhere. And I've been reading up on what it means when like things are breaking around you, because I was like, what the fuck? So, and then this morning I woke up and I like woke up like fine, like just was having a good time and petting my dog and just like having a good time. And then I was like, all right, it's time to get up and like do shit, and open my window like I usually do to let the light in. I was making my bed, and I have this light hanging over my window by my bed, and the light like slipped out of the thing and broke, and like so glass was like all over my bed, and I was like, what the... I was like, this is crazy. Like, why is the light bulb breaking? Like, I open up my blinds every morning, the light is hanging there, never has it broken. So now the light bulb is broken. And then later today, I was out working, came back home, and freaking it's another thing was broken. Okay, the point is another thing was broken. And I didn't even know. And it had happened, I guess, while I was moving my room around the other day and like changing a bunch of stuff and cleaning. So, because I was like, oh, feng shui. Like, I was like, I need to feng shui it up, okay? And so I literally took everything out, moved everything around. I'm painting the other room. Like, things are just moving around, right? So, like, a lot of energy is being cleared, and I was like, whoa. So, I don't know, something about that. Libra. We went off on a little tangent, I'm sorry. But that could be happening. It doesn't have to be, like, things breaking, but that could be significant. Maybe, like, needing to move the energy around. Okay. Feng shui it up. Who or what opposes justice or compensation? We have this visitor. Ooh, the cards kind of look weird there. All right, sorry. The Queen of Wands and the Ego card, which is the Devil, could be a Capricorn or a fire sign. So this person see this person, this fire energy, as somebody here who, they're very intelligent, but you could see them as controlling or unbalanced because of their fiery nature. Okay? But I feel like what is repelling you from this person is because they're exposing the illusion of you being, like, your illusion of being trapped or whatever this is, okay? This challenge. I don't know what it could be, but they're, like, actively holding you accountable to accepting responsibility for your situation or, like, certain choices. Yeah, the son. Could be a son, could be a child. But for the choices, okay, that you've made along your path, but they're also helping you kind of like break free of that at the same time, or this could be you helping somebody else. But it said who or what opposes justice or compensation. You could see this person as opposing your justice or compensation because the challenge is to learn something new about beyond what we were saying before, beyond everything you've calculated, going beyond every possibility that you calculated. What's beyond that? Okay, this is what this person challenges. Oop. Let's get one card. A lot of energy popping out. There goes the Queen of Pentacles again. This could be a mother energy, a mother wound. All right, what else? Okay, yeah, the Chariot. There's more Cancer, mother energy. Cancer. There goes the Queen of Pentacles. And the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once. Public recognition or determination and willpower. Let's see. We have number 7 there, right? An unexpected relationship. It indicates that new or unexpected social contracts or relationships will be formed that has bearing on the matter in question. A hand of friendship will be or has been offered from a mostly unlikely quarter. This card also signifies an attraction to someone who is not the sort of person you would usually choose to socialize with. So somebody here is coming towards you, Libra. They want to be very generous with you. Or this could be you. You want to be generous with somebody else. But they're trying to find a very practical, sensible approach. This could be you. Again, that was what I was getting before. It was like, you know, you could be toying with somebody, like, show me something interesting, like, you know, make me, or something like that. I don't know what's going on with that, but you also first came out as the Empress. So, you know, the Empress isn't going to get up for just anything, right? So, but this could be what it is. It's like, it's very interesting. Like, this, whatever this, it's making you want to make different decisions. Because it's maybe you've known that, like, you've been making unwise decisions, but you're kind of like, all right, well, I can get away with it. I don't know, you know? But this person's kind of like making you be like, maybe I do want to make some wiser decisions. I don't know. What? Because now this is getting a little freaky. Okay, this is getting a little freaky all of a sudden, Libra. Cancer, somebody could be coming around the mountain. Wait. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. How can you overcome the aggressive or intimidating influence of Aries? Rebel. Like an Aries would. Just rebel. Straight up. Okay? That's literally what came throughout. So, or an Aquarius. But honestly, low-key, I feel like Aquariuses don't really want to rebel. They really want to, like, fit in. They want to fit in. The Magician. That kind of rhymes. Let's get one card for the Rebel. Magician coming back out with the 9 of Swords. Oh, the camera's like kind of weird. Sorry. There's some kind of unfounded fear, and this is what this Rebel is coming in to shake up for you. Refocus your thoughts. You keep expecting the worst, and that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what you're manifesting. And that's the thing. People are always saying, like, oh, Libra, Libra, Libra. They're the Empress. They're master manifestors. And yes, like I said, Libra, you can calculate the shit out of anything. You can calculate all the possibilities, but what possibility are you choosing? And then you start choosing the fucking, oh, what if? It's like, no, you already calculated all the possibilities and you're gonna go with, oh God, what if the sky starts falling in? It's like, no. No. That was the possibility you came up with. Why are you focusing on that? Now I'm getting angry. What's happening? Let's get one. Ah! Yeah. So there's somebody here who is like, no, this is a toxic pattern. You need to stop or whatever. I don't know. You're gonna pick the sky is falling in and give yourself nightmares for what? Sorry. All right, dreamer. I keep getting 2. New start, trust yourself. But you want to protect what you've created. All right, you're always like, I need to be protected. I need to be prepared. Like, you know, all these things could happen, but then you also want to be in this like manifesting, dreaming frequency, and it's like, no. Like, yes, but no. So there's definitely angels here around you. This could be an angel. This could literally be spirit guides here that are trying to be like, Libra, like, wake up. Sorry about the smacking. I don't know if it's loud or not, but I just want one card here though for Rebel. There goes the Empress again. Still many cards. Okay, just one. Should we take it? The 6 of Cups. So this is childhood. This is stemming from childhood. It's 9 of Cups, the Queen of Swords. What is this card? Yeah, what advantages or opportunities will make this possible? I don't even know if I read that correctly the last time, but rebel. This is possibly something that you could have felt like you couldn't do in the past or in your childhood, or maybe you always were, okay? So you need to like heal whatever felt like was ostracized as a child for being rebellious, okay? This is something about your inner child that needs to be embraced. But it can't be embraced in the way where you kind of enable it to spend. Okay, there's my dog's barking because he hears, oh shit. Guys. He made me remember something. Are you going to be mad at me if I stop the reading right now? Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. I am so sorry, y'all. I'm gonna put it on the... Because I don't have the music on the be right back, so I'm going to put it on the starting soon screen. Hold on. It never stops. There's always something to do. Libra. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry, Libra. And everybody in the chat or stream. We were talking about childhood because that was like, it was very intense energy as well. So let me get this. No. I clicked on starting soon because it had the music. But yeah. Yeah. So childhood. Romanticizing how things used to be. Not wanting to, like, maybe having rebelled, but feeling like overcompensating. Okay, overcompensating the rebellion. Now I'm feeling like I need to hold the citron, so like the citron is gonna be here. Yeah. This is what is the advantages or the opportunities is to rebel. And I feel like this energy keeps coming through, this Aquarius energy, and also the Lilith. Yeah. I feel like as a child, in your childhood, you could have always been the black sheep or felt like you were going out on a limb, but nobody would like go out on a limb for you, or there's something about you revisiting old dreams as well, or plans. Excuse me. Investment for Libra. This position has to do with how can you avoid or overcome the aggressive or intimidating influence of Aries. Investment. It's almost like there's something that you're denying your inner child as well within trying to soothe it at the same time. It's really interesting. What else? Okay. Investment. The High Priestess. Wow. Pisces energy. The Knight of Swords at the bottom. This could be also self-investment, investment in going inward, doing anything mindful, any kind of mindful activity. What does mindfulness look like or feel like to you? There's something, again, like I was saying, this could be, you could be somebody here who's not used to encountering, you know, paranormal activity or spirits or, you know, intuition or interesting dreams, or maybe you are, but there's something about honing in and investing in that possibly more than you ever have before in your life. Okay, regardless. Yeah, let's see what investment wants to say. Okay, investment. Moon in Taurus. Taurus is known as the gardener of the zodiac, and under this sign you will be inclined to tend the most delicate of projects with enormous care and attention. Moon in Virgo, a time of preparation for the future, ensuring that everything is done that is necessary to give a project the smoothest journey forward to success. Moon in Capricorn. Patience is the key of this sign, so however long it takes, however much hard work is required to nurture the small shoots into something greater, it will be done under this moon's influence. Okay, so there could be something here about you needing to pay attention to certain waxing crescent moon cycles, or earth moon cycles. Because they're going to help solidify the investments that you've made. So there's something about doing more spiritual work around those times, because it's going to make you feel less challenged, when or cautious when it comes to investments, money. It's gonna make you feel more steady with that. Okay, so that could be some kind of guidance that you're being guided towards, like through your spiritual team. It doesn't have to be with the moon, but it could be something here of that to that effect. Okay, then we have Hecate here with the unexpected factor. Clarify Hecate. Eight of Cups. Scorpio energy. There goes the Queen of Wands again. The Star. Aquarius energy. So it is an Aquarius energy. It could be Aquarius, Pisces, Aries energy. Okay, that is influencing you. Or you have that strongly in your chart. Yeah, Hecate talks about living in the present. This is Earth energy. January could be significant. Hecate demands that you put your priorities in order. So she establishes order. And there's something here that you need to establish order in with your spirituality. Choosing to make big life changes. A change in priorities. Again, it literally says that here. So make sure your priorities are in order, Libra. Because it's literally clarifying it. Okay. In the book, it said Hecate is about demanding to get your priorities straight. And then this card literally says a change in priorities. That's been your challenge. And I feel like it comes from an unhealed mindset. Okay. But you're on a spiritual quest. Okay. So remember that and be gentle with yourself. But there is spiritual nudges here for you to, where to go? About needing to move on, seeing the signs. Because the Four of Cups is about ignoring the signs. Wake up. You could be missing the point of how, your power of manifestation. Okay, that was another thing. I was yelling before. I was like, Libra, like you're gonna use your manifestation power. You're gonna use your calculating power to calculate every single possibility, and then worry about the possibility that you don't want to happen. And it's like, don't worry about the possibility you don't want to happen. So that's being highlighted here because of the Virgo new moon, especially. All right, let's see. Stability. Clarify stability. What is going on with the camera? I don't think the camera likes when I move too much. I need to get like a better webcam for the cards, because like the quality is shite. Yeah, I have to go into like advanced settings to, sorry, I'm like all up at the camera. Oh, I moved the focus distance. Does that like make a difference? Does it seem different? Like, is that better? Guys, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it better. Okay. Stability. Clarify stability. Oh no, there's so many cards down there. Yo, the cards are lost in the abyss under the table. Okay. Stability. Clarify stability. Oh, there goes that Nine of Swords, that worry, that anxiety again. But we're going to take it. The King of Wands wants to come out. The key to truth revealed is stability. The key to truth revealed is stability. Wow. The truth is that you have this ambition. You have this leadership capability. You can communicate your vision. But don't be sensitive to criticism, because that, I feel like that gets to your ego. Don't allow, yeah, or that makes you start to lose focus, and then you start to expect the worst and self-fulfilling prophecies and all this stuff. And it's like, the criticism is good. Okay, that means criticism doesn't mean something's bad, not perfect, not good. It's literally just information. And if you look at it that way, then there's nothing to be offended by, because if somebody says the sky's blue, oh, the sky's blue, it's like, it's just information. Maybe sometimes the sky's pink, or sometimes it's orange, and sometimes it's yellow. But like, it's just information about that moment in time. You know what I mean? I feel like something like a gremlin just like reached out of me. Okay, so that could be how you get sometimes when it comes to like criticism. Okay, and that kind of like dampers your ego or your motivation, and then you start thinking everything's terrible in the worst case scenario or something like that. Okay, because I'm sorry, I don't mean to like make fun of it. It's just, again, me releasing energy, but like, you could be romanticizing how your childhood was supposed to go through these present moments of when you're looking for validation, or, you know, to communicate your ideas forward. And then any criticism takes you like directly back to where you need to rebel as a child or something like that. Okay. And it's like, that's not what's happening. It's information. Okay. There goes the Empress again. In the world. Okay, this is a cycle here that could be maternal. Yeah, there's definitely a fear of like rejection. Yeah, there goes the Strength, Leo energy. Something with the child, the 5th house, the art, the childlike trust in the world, in yourself. Okay. Clarify bouquet for Libra. Okay, the World, or the Wheel of Fortune, excuse me. There goes the 8 of Swords. There is this extreme mental anguish. Take responsibility, though, because this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. All right, the wheel is saying this has happened before, and this is the season for a new start, a positive change in your life, a new perspective. Or it could just happen unexpectedly, right? And that's usually what needs to happen sometimes. This could also be, what is this? The ideal outcome. You're funny, Libra. So the ideal outcome for you would be possibly to travel or just have this new fresh start. But what you're not expecting, which is really funny because this is also your card with the bouquet here, what you could not be expecting is that this comes in the form of a relationship. Unexpected love affair. And people come into our lives as lessons. It's like I'm trying to coalesce both of the words, or like combine both of the words. Lessons or blessings. Okay? Blessings. So you're going to have to choose, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. So, you know, Wheel of Fortune's on your side, but you're going to have to, again, like I said, you're manifesting this. But don't pick the worst case scenario, okay? Like, if you can see on this Wheel of Fortune, there's all these different cards, right? The tarot cards, literally. And then a bunch more. It's like, don't pick the worst scenario. Don't pick the worst case scenario when this person comes in, right? And I feel like that's something that is so difficult, because you have always felt a lack of confidence that kind of like reverts you back to this like helplessness, and then like the help comes in, you're like, no. Or I don't know. This could be somebody else, okay, as well. Solution. The solution is the actual outcome, okay? So I like that, those odds, okay? Then we have the Six of Wands I just stopped at. What's that? Don't tell me. Is it the Queen of Wands? It is. Okay, Libra. Okay, I see you. I see you. The solution is the King and Queen of Wands. All right. All right. Okay. Talented, independent. You're trying to balance. The solution is that you're gonna try to find the solution to balancing career and romance, personal and career. You're gonna stop underestimating your ability in a way where, and I'm not saying that you're not courageous and brilliant, all these things, or haven't done anything right up until this point. I'm saying there's like there's this aspect that is still kind of coming through and not allowing this this investment to come through, this full on stability. Okay. And sometimes, I don't know, you could come off slightly controlling. But this person's going to help you keep your eye on the big picture, okay? And not put you in this loop, okay? Something like that. All right, let's see. What is solution? Because that's what you've been missing, is like a sounding board, basically. Is something to not keep you in a loop. Solution. Moon in Gemini. This is a period that can denote the signing of contracts or finalization of all plans. It is time when you find yourself busy taking compliments from others and genuinely enjoying the limelight. Moon in Libra. Often this is a time that signifies the flowering of a partnership. With the moon in this sign, a judgment is likely to be made in your favor, and you will enjoy the total support of those around you. Moon in Aquarius. You are likely to experience a surprise during this time. An unexpected change of circumstances will occur, turning opinion in your favor. I love that. Okay. Clarified with the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. Very much being taken seriously. Very much feeling back in control. Okay. And also kind of getting like a rush from going beyond what you've calculated is possible for yourself, you know? You're being so extra. Okay. Closing messages, right? That was interesting. It was slightly like more practical, you know, than the other couple readings that we had. I feel like, what the hell? I feel like Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn? No. Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Taurus. I feel like they have been all kind of connected somehow. And then I feel like Capricorn, Leo, and Aries have been kind of connected. Virgo has been kind of like the bridge, the catch-all right now, because we're in Virgo season, I guess. I'm trying to think. All right, let's see. I feel like that was my instinct to say those. Okay, so let's get some clear messages from here for Libra. From the other Green Witch Oracle. I feel like I want to get the other one too. What's going on? We got altar, gratitude, releasing burdens. Yeah. Maybe, again, with that, getting closer to your altar, prayer, or something here like that. Yeah, because that's where you're going to get, wow, we have rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. But I was going to say that's where we have support and encouragement, is through doing that altar work, that prayer, that meditation. Okay, let's see. For Libra, Rosemary wants to come out, and tranquility, self-care, faithfulness, loyalty, lavender, protection, banishing negative energy, rebirth, rebuilding, breaking down problems. I just want one. Thank you. We have roots. This keeps coming out. Healthy patterns, early growth. Snow, rest, contemplation. Sage, purification, harmony, wisdom. Roots. Ain't got no roots from my home, was never on the ground. Ain't got no roots from my home, was never on. I got no roots. I don't know who sings that song, but I remember it when I was in Germany, when I was living in Germany. That song was on the radio all the time. Like, all right, let's get one of these. Ritual. I'm telling you. Number 10, Leo energy. Sweet corn. Incense could be significant. But yeah, so this is, give me one more for tranquility. 43. This is about you allowing yourself, again, to get into this ritual of operating differently, okay? Not falling into the spiral, okay? So there is somebody here who's going to come in and try to not heal you, but like kind of walk you through what addressing these energies means. Divination. Yeah, maybe you're getting a reading. Positivity. This is somebody here who's going to be able to deal with these like spirits or generational trauma, or that you're still holding on to. I mean, it could be a love interest, and it could just be you have a soul contract to do this together, okay? Because we have Pisces here, so it could be a higher or a hidden motive of opening up your heart chakra or getting you into a ritual of healing this inner child, Leo energy, this courageousness within you. Because it's not that it's wrong, it's just possibly the energy is being slightly misused, okay, in a sense. Violets, purification, happiness, truth, death, advancement. Although you may have felt tested recently, a period of advancement and breaking free is now open. Again, like, this is your time. You're manifesting this, okay? Libra, you've manifested this opportunity to come in. Do not sabotage it, basically. Do not go worst case scenario, basically. Adaptation may be necessary. However, a greater depth of meaning, loyalty, and truth is inspired by the appearance of violets. Secrets are safe, and those you hold close are also afforded this protection. The truth will prevail, and that which is no longer wanted will be weakened. Be wary of intolerance, insensitivity to the feelings of others, and blind faith. Because with these healthy patterns, tranquility is going to be the result of it, basically, and something is going to grow easily. So it's like you're getting the codes or to healing this, so that things can, like, your manifestations don't seem to stall out or something like that, right? Or feel stagnated, complacent, always there but not quite there, something like that. Sweet corn, return, divination, luck, offerings, fertility. Though there may be unknown forces surrounding and working for you, you are being prompted to join in through dedicated study and physical action. Beneficial esoteric teachings are worthwhile pursuing, and a deeper connection with another is being forged, perhaps without you even realizing it. Be careful of secrets and confidential knowledge that may cause harm. That's interesting. That is some interesting stuff, Libra. So there is a relationship here. It could be hidden, but it's helping. I feel like it's helping both of you, honestly, with your inner child. But I don't know. I'm not going to say one more than the other, okay? It could be helping both of you. And there's something about something burning, because we have the incense here and then a candle burning. So, and it's getting towards the end with the candle, but it looks like the incense just beginning. So rest and contemplation with the snow. Something about the winter time. This window of opportunity is also coming to a close. So really start doing some kind of ritual or gratification. What do you call it? What is it? Oh gosh, going to the altar, with your ancestors, your guides, okay? Libra, if this message resonates for you, that's definitely what they want. Okay, because they're helping guide you to this physical manifestation of whatever it is that you've been asking for as well. All right. We get a Celtic Oracle. I've been feeling these Green Witch Oracles way more recently. Before it was the Celtic Oracle, like that kept coming through for me, but I feel like we've evolved. Have we evolved past the Celtic Oracle? I still like getting them as closing messages. Perhaps we can move to some other decks for closing messages, but we'll see. All right. Okay. One for Libra, please. Okay, we have one coming out. Yay. I can't pick it up. Okay, 35. Spirit of Mountains. Breast of Goddess. Then we have Sensuality. Fairy Lover. I feel like this keeps showing itself. Same with Taurinus. God of Thunder and Lightning. 48. 35. Didn't we have that earlier? 35. You are invited to let go of harshly judging yourself or others. While corrective actions are essential in the course of human life, blaming self or others is neither practical nor life-sustaining. That's the challenge here. That's what we're talking about. However awkward or difficult, seeking and extending forgiveness frees life to be lived more fully in the present. The image of the breast of the goddess Anu signifies the nourishment of a mother's milk and boundless self-giving. As though untouched by human logic, she gives impartially and boundlessly to the just and unjust alike. And boundlessly to the... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just read that. Therefore, you are encouraged to partake of her wisdom in some aspect of your life. Rather than judging or holding court on the actions of others or yourself, you may wish to reevaluate and amend those aspects of your life in which a gentler and more forgiving approach would be freeing and more deeply gratifying. Yeah. There's an energy around you that is bringing this up for you. Again, like I was getting in the beginning with the Cancer energy coming through, there's definitely a mother wound. But it's being dealt with in a way. I feel like Spirit is bringing this blessing, right? This opening that's coming for you, Libra. Spirit is opening it in a way that it seems more practical for you, right? It's not going to be overly lovey-dovey, okay? That's what I'm getting. Even though that's what you want, right? Because that's what came out. That's what you want. That's your ideal outcome, right? But it's not going to come to you quite like like lovey-dovey, you know? So, but it's gonna be practical, but it's gonna kind of sneak in. It's gonna sneak in, and then you're gonna start healing this mother wound. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. I love that. Good luck with it. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the